Okay, very excited about this video. Made some big breakthroughs tonight. So the Draftstars thing has been working. Some pretty good results here. This was, a bit shit last Sunday, but last Saturday. But 5 out of 7 isn't bad. So what I'm doing is working. Now, I've found a way to do hundreds of hours of work in minutes. This is the Sunday games, tomorrow's games, round 12. I've already put them in. Kind of picked the team, but there was a lot of guys who, basically I thought, well, I'd love to make different variations, but I can't fit them in. So what I've built is something which, I'll show you what happens actually. So let's say, so the top 10 players by value, I'm missing Kieran Briggs. I'm missing Guelphy potentially. Okay. If I go through the different sections here, all right, I've got Tucker, I've got Snelling, I've got Ford, I've got Ryan, I've got Guelphy. I don't have Toby Green, so I'm just going to add him into my watch list. I'll work out a way to make this a bit easier, I think. I don't have Larky. Don't really want those other guys because they're a bit flaky. I'll go through this in a bit more detail other times. The Ambrosio's bullshit because his numbers are getting pushed up because he keeps being a sub, but he'll probably continue to be a sub. Okay, I don't have Ridley. I don't have Zeeble. I don't have Ash. I don't want Berg. I don't want these other guys. I actually think Sheasel is on a downward spiral, so I would probably actually just modify him. Now stick with me on this one, because what you're about to see gets a bit crazy once we get cracking here. Just let me knock down Sheasel a peg, if I haven't already. All right, I think he's actually tailing off a little bit at the moment. They're working him out, so I'm bringing him down. That's going to change his value. Who else do we need to look through? Anyone else in the midfield we like? Wardlow, got him. Taranta. Okay, Bolton. Really good form lately. I've bumped his score up a bit. We've got Greenwood already. We don't. Jaden Short is a reasonable pick as well. Good value. So basically what I'm just doing is I'm going through and picking out a team plus anyone else that's not bad value. So Goldstein's there as well. Apparently a good value too. Must have been playing a bit better lately. I'll just have a quick look at that if I can. Goldie. What have you been doing? 80s and 90s. Not too bad. Okay, so what that's done is that's made a list over here. Unfiltered. Hang on. Let me unfilter. Okay, it's made a list of all of these guys with a projection. That's everyone that's here, plus all the guys here. So what I've effectively done is I've picked about 11 guys, and more, 9 and 10, 19 guys, who I would happily make teams out of. Now what I've done then is that goes onto this sheet here. This is a replica of a file you're about to see, which is an import file for Draftstars. And I'll show you what it does. So basically, wherever I've given a projection, it's 100. And wherever I haven't, it's 1, and that's going to allow me to identify it a little bit later. So if you go to Draftstars, okay, you go into the cruncher part, okay, they've got this standard thing here. I don't like their numbers, so I'm going to do import export, download CSV, okay. Let's open that up. Right. So it's getting a little bit pinched there, but bad luck. Okay, what I now need to do is be careful not to modify this too much. So I'm going to take my data, I'm going to drop it in over the top of this data. So my data is here. I just go like this, copy, and with a bit of luck, this will just drop straight over the top. And it does. Okay, so now all the projections are there. Now I do a save as, browse, So this is Draftstars import for Cruncher v2. Okay, so now I've got a file in the CSV. What that should do is, when I come back here and I go to import, and I go like this and say import, okay, it has now updated all the projections to match the numbers that I've given. So now I can see all my guys at the top. So I go through and star all of these guys like this. And what this is going to do is say I don't want to pick teams from anyone else other than the guys I have identified. I don't know how many teams it's going to make. Okay, that's where it ends. Got no lineups at the moment. Crunched lineups from shortlist. Bang. We have 5 lineups, all crunched from my shortlist, all projecting at around 795 to 800. This is the way that I can make all the combinations of the teams that I wanted without actually coding it myself. Now I can't find a fucking thing. Yeah, so that is every combination that you can make with these players, and it's been made in what, 30 seconds. Now all I need to do here is hit the button and say move all lineups to my teams, and what will actually happen then is, I've already done that one time, you'll see here if I go back to my teams, if it'll let me. Although, oh no, there you go. In my teams, upcoming, bang, push all the teams there, and if I want to, I don't think I've paid for them yet. Basically, I think I need to, I don't know how you enter them, but there's a way to do it. I think it's join more or something, or edit and submit, something along those lines. Yeah, bang, update the lineup, and then I'll have to put the money in. So that is how we can go from all the analysis that sits in the background to give a projection, to list the players out, and then to crunch the teams. I mean, I technically don't even need to do this anymore. All I really need to do is populate this, and I've got space for 20 guys here, plus another 9 here, 29 players. You probably never use that. You probably pick from about 20. So I can actually circumvent all of this now and just go straight to the shortlist creation. So I'm probably now the new I Love Lamp 2, Harry. Just for you, mate. Alright, we're going to maybe test this out tomorrow.